Halea, good morning. Sandra, good morning, Sandra. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining us. Michael, good morning, Michael. Welcome. We're going to get started here in about 32 seconds. Forte, good morning. Marianne, hi, Marianne. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining us today. All right, I saw your message there, Sandra. Thanks for letting us know. Dottie, good morning on Facebook. Donna, hi, Donna. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Great to be with you guys. Let's get the recording started here. Good morning. This is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to the continuous Sales Improvement Daily Podcast. Thrilled to be with you here this morning on this beautiful Monday morning. And before we get started, well, if you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand. Pat yourself on the back and tell yourself, great job for being here this morning. Type into the chat, today is a great day. Today is a great day. And I want to just start off and acknowledge you for being here. You know, today is it's an off day, holiday, vacation day, non-work day, different day for a lot of people, because here in the States, of course, we're celebrating Thanksgiving on Thursday. And you're here. And I acknowledge you for being here. I acknowledge your commitment to creating a great day for yourself. So, you know, great job for being here. This could be the greatest week of your whole life. I got a message to share with you this morning that could be the most powerful message you've ever heard from me. I'm going to give you a $10,000 message today. So great job for being here. You know, by the fact that you're hearing my voice right now, live or on the recording, you're creating the possibility of transformation just by you showing up. So it's really wonderful to have you here this morning. I'm in Arizona. You can tell I'm not, well, I got a different background behind me because I'm in a hotel room and I'm meeting with my coach today. And this particular coach, he only meets in person. So to get a session with him, it requires a plane flight or a long car drive because I live in California. And that's my commitment. My commitment to being the best version of me is working with this coach, one of the many things that I do. And my first idea, and I've shared this one before, is I have on special clothing today. Now, this looks like a regular shirt. It's from Target. This is my special shirt because my daughter gave me this shirt as a gift. And I only wear the shirt on special occasions. So it's just a regular shirt from Target, but I create it as a special shirt. And then I've got my special socks on. And these are socks that my wife got me. These are money socks. And these are my miracle shoes. And this particular pair of shoes, my coach bought for me. So that's me mentally preparing myself, preparing myself to have a great session with my coach today. So I want to plant a seed of greatness for you to have some special clothing for you. Special socks or a special shirt, special shoes, special, maybe it's with your makeup, maybe it's how you have your hair done, that And no one even needs to know. I mean, nobody would know I'm wearing these socks and they have any significance. No one would think this shirt has any significance. Like, pretty regular shirt there, Eric. But it mentally prepares me to have an extraordinary day. So when you have those really extra sales calls that are extra important, you know, you got your special socks on or your special shoes on, they're not going to know unless you tell them. So there's that. And what I want to do now is I want to give you a $10,000 message. And the message is called, Who Am I? Who am I? Because your answer, Michael, to who am I is going to guide your behavior. It's going to guide your actions. So who am I? I am, and then whatever your answer is, that's going to guide your actions. So I was talking to a coaching client recently. I didn't say, who are you? But that was the essence of the conversation. Who are you? And the answer was, I am somebody who has to prove myself. That's in essence what they said. So the reality is they don't have to prove themselves. They're already there. They already made it. They already made it. But in their mind, they didn't know that they'd made it. So they were coming from a place of, I have to prove myself. And they don't have to do that anymore. So it'd be like this. You are at your Thanksgiving meal with a bunch of your family. Let's say you're celebrating Thanksgiving. And you're sitting at the table feeling like you have to prove yourself to your family members, prove yourself of your worthiness, versus being there knowing you've already made it. You've already arrived. So what follows I am is really important, because the person sitting at that Thanksgiving dinner table needing to prove themselves versus the person that's already arrived, it's the same human being, but they're going to show up differently. All right, let's go deeper. Let's say that you don't have enough leads. You're like, Eric, I need more leads. Well, leads is a function, from my view, of marketing. And I say, well, all you need to do is market your business and you can get more leads. And you go, I am not a marketer. Now, if you're not a marketer, you're going to make your business a lot harder, because I'm a marketer. I'm a big time marketer. I'm a business owner. I'm a salesperson. I'm a coach. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I wear all kinds of hats. But one of my hats is I'm a marketer. So I was on another coaching call with a client recently. And what came out of the call was, I am not a marketer. Well, if you're not a marketer, then you're not going to do much marketing, are you? That cuts that person's income down by about 75% from a thought. Thought is, I'm not a marketer. All right, here's another one. You're in network marketing. If any of you are in network marketing, you know the big money is made from recruiting. So there are people in network marketing, and their I am statement is, I am not a recruiter. Well, if you're wanting to create residual income and quit your job or create financial freedom or retire your spouse or whatever you're up to, then I would suggest you might consider going from I'm not a marketer, not a recruiter, to I am a recruiter. Now, if that's you, if you're listening right now and you're walking around the planet Earth as I am not a recruiter, and then by me speaking to you right now, you create this awareness, well, yeah, it makes sense. I need to be a recruiter. Okay, snap your fingers. I am a recruiter. And then just be that. Like, just starting right this moment. You could go from I'm not a recruiter to I am a recruiter. And you just change it. At times I've done a cold shower routine. And I hadn't done them recently. And I was on the plane last night thinking about my life and thinking about the changes that I want to make in my life. And I'm working with a coach because I want to make changes. So what are the changes I want to make? And I said, I want to, for the next 13 months, I want to do a cold shower every day. So I woke up this morning. Okay, today's day one. And took my cold shower. So yesterday I got up, I took a hot shower. Today I got up, I took a cold shower. Okay, that's just a decision. I'm not a recruiter. I am a recruiter. I take hot showers. I take cold showers. I'm not telling you guys to take cold showers. That's just what I choose to do. I'm conditioning my mind to do things that are uncomfortable. That's why I'm doing the cold showers. Okay, here's another one. I'm advising a client. I said, to get more business, you need people to become familiar with who you are. If you think about if you were single and you wanted to get in a romantic relationship, right? You would have to, whoever you were interested in, if they didn't know you, you'd have to get them familiar with you. Talk on the phone, connect over social media, go out on some dates so you guys can decide if you like each other. Well, business is similar in that in business, if somebody's going to hire you to be their real estate agent or their loan officer, or buy the car from you or buy solar from you or join your network marketing team or coach with you or whatever you're up to, there's a piece of that where they need to become familiar with you to the point where they like and trust you enough to want to do business with you. So if you think about strategically what's happening on this morning call, if you spend the whole call with me, you're spending 15 minutes with me today. So you're getting 15 minutes more familiar with me. Well, you want to be doing that in your business. You want to be getting people more familiar with you, so they like you and trust you and potentially want to buy from you. So one way to do that is by creating content. But if your identity, I am statement is, I am not a content creator. I don't like how I look on video. I'm not a podcaster. I don't create content. I don't shoot videos. I don't have a YouTube channel. There's no problem with that. But I want you to think about the concept of familiarity. If you had a YouTube channel, could people become more familiar with you? If you did a Facebook Live like what I'm doing right now, could people become more familiar with you? If you had a special report, if you had a mini course. So what if you took on the identity right now, I am a content creator? Your whole life could change. So maybe you've never thought about being a content creator ever. And then by me sharing this with you today, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm a content creator. So just for fun, if you're resonating with this and you're like, Eric, I am a marketer, just type that in the chat. I'm a marketer. If you're a content creator, type that in the chat. I am a content creator. If you're in a business that has a recruiting component, and if you're willing to take on, I am a recruiter, just type that in the chat. Put in any I am statements you want. So if you go from, I'm not a content creator to I am a content creator, I just changed your life forever. Like, talk about transformation. All right, I got a couple requests. Two things I want you to do and two things I want you to help me promote. So we're doing Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, Laws of Success content starting December 1st on this call for all of December. I want 1,000 people to register for the daily call for December. So the way to register, the URL, the website is thinkandgrowrichcall.com. So the name of the book, call.com, thinkandgrowrichcall.com. So I'd love for you to register, me one of the 1,000. And will you help me get the word out? Will you let other people know, hey, there's this call. It's all December long, thinkandgrowrichcall.com. It's free. It's awesome. Now, I want 1,000 people to register. Can you help me get 500 to register? Just you? Could you yourself, is there a way you yourself can get 500 people to register? If you can't get 500, could you get 250? Could you get 250 to register? If you can't get 250 to register, could you get 100 to register? If you can't get 100 to register, could you get 50 people to register for that call? If you can't get 50, could you get one? Could you get one person? Just type in the chat. How many people can you get to register for that call? Just whatever your number is, just jot it in the chat. 1, 50, 100. Could you get all 1,000 by yourself? Secondly, I've got my planning class, which I want you to do with me in December. It's going to be awesome. We're going to create, you are going to create, and I'm going to coach you on how to create a plan for the new year. I want 2,000 to register for that class. And that class registration is at planningclass.com. And I'll be mentioning that on future calls. Planningclass.com. I'd love for you to register. Could you get 500 people to register for that class? If you can't get 500, could you get 250? Could you get 250 people to register for the planning class? Think about the impact you would have on those human beings if you got 250 people to register and all of them created a written plan for the year and you were the catalyst because you got them to that class. Could you get one person, just one? Could you get one to register for the class? You'd be impacting that person's life. So if I'm adding value to you in these calls, help me out, help me get the word out. I'll get you guys some memes that you can share. If you have any calls you can invite me to, I'll come on there and be a guest and we'll promote it. If you have an email list, we can email that and promote it. Those would all be awesome things if you can help me out. Help me and help them. So that's going to wrap our call today. If you got something out of our call, type the word yes in the chat. If you got something out of our call today, type the word yes in the chat. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Let's have an awesome, productive Monday. Awesome, productive week. This could be the greatest week of your entire life. Expect a miracle. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.